Happy Saturday, everyone. As you're watching this video, I am currently in Paris, probably just landing, but I am so excited to be here for another Art and Faith Creative Retreat, the first of 2026. And I thought that this video today would be fun to show how I prepare for the retreats and prepare my traveler's notebook, prepare all the travel art supplies that I want to take. Now, obviously, I am teaching the classes, so I have to take quite a bit more than you would if you're just going on a trip, but I thought it would be fun to show how I look through books on Impressionism. This is kind of the theme that I have been doing the last two retreats here in Paris, going to Monet's home and gardens in Giverny, and so this is just going to be all about what I like to take. Now here you'll see the Kuretake Zig Clean Color brushes, and I'm kind of new to those, as well as their brush tip pens. So I like to actually put them in my swatch book, and that's what I am doing right here. And then also after I have a new medium, I like to test it out. So I'm just kind of playing around here. I found this image on, I think, Pinterest. So I just used those Zig pins to play around, and here I am in another journal. So that's kind of one of the processes of narrowing down what art supplies I bring, but also playing around with them helps me know if that's exactly what I want to take and teach or use while I'm on a trip. This was just a fun picture or painting that I did of a picture I took back in 2017 when I was there in the springtime. And I am so excited to be back because I haven't been back there since that time frame, 2017, in the spring. I've been back several times, but not in the spring. So I'm excited to see what transpires. All right, so this is my art toolkit paint palette for my gouache. And you can see that the smaller one is a nice travel size. They're both really small and compact, so you could take either one. But I was trying to streamline my colors and what I wanted to take with me. So here I am kind of refreshing some of the paint colors, picking new colors. I have some empty paint pans. So this is how it kind of starts, with a mess on my desk. I have a problem of wanting to take everything with me, and you probably do too. So that's some of the colored pencils and the brush pens and the acrylic markers and my paint brushes. And I kind of just play with it on that piece of paper that you see there. Now, if you've watched a recent video of mine when I was in California, this was the paint palette that I took with me when I was in California, and that is gouache in there. And I love it because I shared how it was something you could, those two sides are to fill it with water, but also to put on your leg, and it's kind of like it sits or stands on your leg, and it's a nice one. But I'm really trying to streamline what I'm taking with me to Paris, and look at the difference in size. The art toolkit, that's the small size, but it is just so much smaller. So that's the original art toolkit size. And I've taken that on many trips with me too. But again, I will probably have two color palettes because I don't know if I'll show it in this video, but yeah, see how the difference of size that is. So I was streamlining the gouache into that small one, and it fits so nice. I mean, it's just, there's no way around it. That can fit in any pocket or any purse. So I love that, and I did finish adding more gouache to it. And then again, just with all the art supplies, I kind of go through the colors like I showed in that Impressionist book to see like what colors I would be using at this time of year. Obviously lots of pinks and purples because of the cherry blossoms, and I'm hoping and praying that they're still going to be around when we're there. Here I am kind of, after I've swatched them, I'm kind of checking off the ones that I'm going to take with me and putting them in a little pencil bag. And so it's just kind of a fun way to narrow things down. So I am kind of being intentional about what I'm bringing. Those are my acrylic markers, which I'm kind of new at the whole acrylic marker game, but I do really enjoy them. I've been using Posca markers for years. And then here are those Zig brush pens. Oh gosh, I went really fast on this video, sorry. And then my Neo colors, which I have used those for well over a decade. So I put those in a little tin, and actually down the road in this video you'll see that I narrowed those down as well. So here I am. I like to have like a little piece of paper that shows all the colors that I'm taking. Oh, and then this is so great. This is an Instax Fujifilm printer. Now I've had every variation of this from many years ago, and every time I do a retreat I usually take it with me because it's just so fun for your traveler's notebook to be able to print out the photos that you're taking right then and there and play around with it. So those are some photos I took when I was in Palm Springs. One of them is actually a famous piece of art that I just printed out. But that new printer is great. Here I'm just kind of going through and prepping some pages in my Art and Faith journal, which if you don't, if that term doesn't sound familiar, it's something that I started at the beginning of 2025, and I've had I think 3 or 4 different journals that I've gone through, and it's just my way of combining my Art and Faith creatively. Here is some really great paper that I have decided very last minute before I left to create a couple inserts for my traveler's notebook. And I found this book, which I tore apart, cut apart so that it would still have good pages. But I took that apart and then I made 3 inserts. Oh, actually I made 4. Anyways, I had different variations of it. I was going back and forth, but I really like to obviously paint and sketch, and I have some vintage things, and so I was trying to create some inserts for my traveler's notebook. And here I'm just kind of trimming it down to the right size and playing around with extra pieces of paper. So I have that watercolor paper, and that watercolor paper from Fabriano is fantastic paper. You can use it for all kinds of mediums, but it works great with watercolor and gouache, and it has the deckled edge, which I just really love that look. So I wanted to have that in these inserts. So I'm just kind of playing around with paper. Some of it I actually didn't end up using, which is fine. And I think I only ended up using or creating 3 inserts, and I may be only taking 2. I can't really remember, but they're just fun. I love all the different papers with all the different colors, and I felt like they were a great addition to my traveler's notebook. So that's what I'm playing around with here and cutting down to size so that they'd fit in my traveler's notebook. And just so you know, the last week's video, it was just so well liked, and I appreciate that so much. I usually don't get that many people that see my videos, so it was such a surprise to have so many people like it and comment on it and want to buy the journals. But the update is that my shop on my website is actually on pause right now. I do not have any more journals. I sent out, I think, 6 orders this past week. And I'm sharing a boo-boo that I got when I was stapling those together. That was not fun to staple my finger. But anyways, on the traveler's notebooks, I will have a new shipment. So that is the original size right there. And it's not much smaller than the new size that I have behind it. But I designed it a little bit bigger and then different insides, because I just felt like that was more productive on things that I wanted to take with me. Those are great pockets for like your Instax photos and credit cards, things like that. So that new size will be in my shop mid-June when I get back home from Bellagio, and I have all of the new journals. And I'm also making more colors. So I'll have this kind of pale pink color blush. It's so beautiful. That's the one I'm actually taking with me to Paris. And then I'll have some other colors, a light camel. Everybody seemed to love light camel, so I actually am talking to Mickey today about all the different colors that he'll have for me when I arrive. So that'll be great. Hi everyone, it's Laura McCullough from Art and Faith Creative, and I'm headed on a plane here in a couple days. So I'll quickly show you guys what I'm actually putting in my traveler's notebook and give you some ideas for yours. And by the way, thank you for all your orders. It was quite the surprise that that video got so many views since I'm a newbie on YouTube. and I got quite a few orders as well, so I'm going to try and get those out before I leave on Friday. But I'm going to pause my shop. I haven't really updated my shop since last summer when I got back with new colors, and I use these traveler's notebooks as a gift. I gift them, I guess, to each lady that comes to our retreat. So I did not have the correct amount of items in my shop that I actually have, because I gave some out last fall. Anyways, I'm going to update that and get any new orders as of April 1st out on like April 22nd or 3rd when I get back. So thank you again for all those orders, and those orders will be for the original Traveler's Notebook. This one right here is the new design that I did last fall, and so all the pre-orders for the new design will not ship out until mid-June. That is when I will have all of the new design journals in my hands here in the United States. Okay, I showed a video of me making these, so I wanted to show you the final outcome. I was kind of going back and forth. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I love these papers that were in a book, but I didn't really want to use the book because I like to draw and paint. So I just kind of did 3 different inserts. Here's this one. I have a couple papers, and I have a couple of those and that. And here's the last one. Couple papers. So these will go inside, and I might just keep one back. So like I might keep this one and put it in later, but with these I'm just gonna put these together, and then they can go in my insert together. So I already have my weekly planner in here. This one I've started in January, and that was last weekend. I've already prepped a couple pages for the retreat, and I have 4 inserts. So I'm going to put these 2 into one insert like this, and put that in here. Now I want to show you all the other inserts that I have, and I don't know which one I'm going to use, but I actually made this one out of that watercolor paper that is hot pressed, and it has a nice decal edge. Now I did not staple these, I just put this band around them so that I could take each one out individually if I wanted to. So this will be something that's extra. And then I have this, which is mixed media paper, and this is probably what I will use daily for my illustrated journal. And this is what all the ladies will get as well. So this is going to go in here for sure, and we'll put this in the next band. Okay, I don't know why I stopped recording live on that video a few days ago, but here I'm just showing you some of the inserts, the different kinds of paper. There's the onion skin, I think I had a Strathmore, also a dot grid, and then this one, which is not paper, but it's actually a plastic sleeve that holds things. It's kind of like the bright side of my of my journal. But I use it for several different reasons. Now, this is one of the bags that I was thinking about taking. I actually switched it out to the black one that you saw earlier. But when I'm out and about with my traveler's notebook, like on a daily basis, if I want to be out in Paris with my traveler's notebook, I just want to take a few supplies with me. I don't want to take that whole big bag. So I narrow it down, and I've already talked about narrowing it down with that blue brush holder that's behind this pink bag. But I had an idea with that plastic sleeve, so I want to show you an idea that I had with that. When you're on a trip and you just want to have a few art supplies with you, I thought that this would be a great thing. I can just keep my gouache in there, my paintbrush, a few pencils, and a pen, and pretty much that could go into the traveler's notebook as your art supply. So now I don't even have to take that blue brush roller or anything else with me. I can just carry that plastic sleeve, and it keeps a few art supplies in there nice and tidy without getting them messed up. And here I'm trying to get my Neo colors out, but it's a perfect little plastic holder inside of your traveler's notebook. So I've used these for ephemera and different things before, but this was perfect. And actually I decided that I could take a few more things and put that in there. And then I think I ended up taking some of I took some of that stuff out, and voila! The paint palette fits right in that pocket. I loved it so much. That's another pin. There's a little clip, and I am good to go. Here I am just wrapping up the rest of the items that I am bringing, and I am almost ready to get on an airplane. These are just an added little bonus. I shared a few of them in last week's video, and someone asked me about them. These are just little charms that I personally make and give to the ladies. So if you're coming to Paris with me, that would probably be a spoiler alert. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. If you want to see more from Paris, you can check out Art and Faith Creative on Instagram. And I am, Lord willing, there right now, enjoying a few days before the retreat starts.